first step to this is using the latch hook. Now you can see the first V in each braid goes down. You want to go right in the middle. Where you cross those first two, you're separating that out. You're separating those two plaits. One you went this way and one went this way, so you're going right in the V in between them. So that when you pull these braids up, you're not trying to pull it between the plaits. There's a little space in there, naturally created by the forming of the braid, and you want this knot at the end to slide up right into that space. So you carefully latch hook everything through.
Show exactly what you're doing. Keep doing
Down
that.
through, hold your yarn, put it through, latch it close, pull it out. Hold it, put it in, latch it close, pull it out. Whoops. Slide it through, hold it, put it in a little V, latch it shut, pull it through. Through, hold it, just latch it into your hook, shut it, and pull it through. All of these steps just take time. They're not really hard. Exactly the same thing. Makes your hands move faster. Makes you more accurate. Makes you do everything the same. As long as you do one step and you do that whole process exactly the same, and you learn to do things that way, then the faster your braids are going to be, a lot better. Because it's easier to learn one part at a time than 50 steps all at once. So the braiding down, you'll want to practice until you get your knot line really good, because there's no point in going on until you get that learned. And then what I'm going to do is go through and put all my braids in place. Pull it up and crease it in place. Pull the knot up with the tail on the left side, kind of hold it, and then pinch that braid, pinch that tail against your forefinger and thumb, so that when you crease the top of the braid here, you bend you bend this over, and it gives it a good crease and wants to point at the ground all the time. Okay? Come on, now stop it. That, push it in, crease it.
So now say all of that stuff again,
Okay.
just in case it...
Pull it up, pinch the braid, and then grab a hold of that tail end and then crease it at the top. You want to pull on that yarn and hold that yarn right at the top so that you can just barely see that knot through the top.
Now talk about turning
Turn that tail to the left, pull it up, hold on to it, and give it a crease. Pull it up, hold on to it, give it a crease. Come on, bud. Pull it up, hold on to it, give it a crease. Now you want to go through and, when you're learning this, do the one step at a time. As you get better and more relaxed about your braiding, better about your braiding, you don't have to do every single one step thing at a time, but the result has to be the same, and that's consistency. So pull it up, pinch that braid and crease it. I use my little finger, my ring finger here, to feel that knot. See the knot? When I feel that knot right there, I know to leave that there, keep tension on this, pull, because that's what's going to crease that hair in that knot. Up, hold, pull. Always feel it right there. That knot can't come too far out and that hair can't come too far out, otherwise it's gotta stick right to the top like that when you're, you know, and then you'll have these we call palm trees, and this is bad. You don't want this. Now make sure that that tail is creased and it wants to stay down all the time. Crease it. Crease it. Crease it. Okay. You're going to start to get an idea here of what your mane's going to look like tied up. Now, not exactly, because you can manipulate these braids a lot from right here. You can see they don't really line up too perfectly, but you know, heck, what do you expect? There's the bunches of hair and everything in the way yet. So you got to put them where you want them and then tie them down. Now, when we come to this tying up part, we're going to kind of pinch the bottoms of our braids, see if we can start to form a line. And if something looks really out of whack, well, this is a good time to go back and fix it. But nothing really does. This one looks a little tiny bit long, so we'll have to see.